Wonderful.
Well, we're sitting here again at the BCA Pavilion, PCA 2023. We're sitting and talking to none other than Dr. Gabby.
Oh, thank you.
Gabby.
I forgot I was a doctor. How are you?
Sure you did.
I'm doing great, Leo. Thanks for having me,
It's
man.
great to see you finally. I've known a lot about you, never got a chance to really sit with you face to face. But one of the things that we were just talking about is the fact that I knew that you were putting together BCA, and when I learned about BCA and what it was all about, I said, this is something I can definitely get behind.
Wonderful,
and when I heard
wonderful.
about the pavilion coming, I said,
Yes.
this is where I'm spending my time. So we just got done talking to Conscious Cigars, and now we're sitting here with you.
Wonderful.
And your product.
Excellent.
Please talk to us.
So, everything is about visions.
Right.
Whether if it's personal, business, we all have our dreams, aspirations, our visions.
Right.
And for the past 20, 30 years, our cigar industry has been going through consolidation.
Mm-hmm.
We see companies getting acquired left and right,
Right.
which what ends up happening is booths seem to keep getting bigger and bigger.
Right.
And then the smaller companies, when they come to a trade show like this, and they get put in whatever location they're at, they kind of get lost in the crowd.
Sure.
So the vision was to really create a destination at the PCA trade show. And that's what the Boutique Cigar Pavilion represents.
Right.
It's we're not only a lobby group for small family-owned cigar companies, we not only advise, consult with each other on how to elevate our companies and brands,
Right.
even our blends. We talk about tobacco, we talk about different blenders in each respective country. Even things as simple as printing cigar bands. Who makes your boxes? Why are you working with this guy? Who's your graphic designer?
Right.
There's, information is more valuable than money.
Absolutely.
And when we take the time, this is a pure, everything you're seeing here was built by volunteers.
Okay.
There's 7 board members. I'm the founder,
Right.
but this thing wouldn't exist without our board members. Now, so the BCA is one purpose of me living. The other purpose is our company, which is, my dream is to build one of the greatest boutique cigar companies, period.
Sure.
Not in Florida, not in the US, on planet Earth.
Right.
That's my drive. I want to make the best cigars in the world. That doesn't mean you have to be a huge company.
Right.
It just means you have to have the best tobacco, the best blenders, the best process, the best curating mechanisms, and just respect the time, tradition,
Absolutely.
and process that it takes to make a great cigar.
Absolutely.
So,
And that's what this thing is all about, is a lot of tradition, a lot of honor, a lot of integrity, and that's something I've learned about you in my time of
Wow.
understanding, who you are and what your brand is. There's a lot of integrity when it comes to tobacco. So tell us a little bit about how Caffey Trading Company actually got started.
oh wow. So in 2008, I was practicing medicine. Everything was going great. I was a rock star, right? I felt like it at least. But then I developed a disease of the retina called central serous chorioretinopathy,
Okay.
which derailed my whole career. I couldn't go in the OR anymore. I couldn't do procedures. I lost depth perception, and for 3 years I was kind of lost, wandering in the dark. Correct? Because I lost my purpose.
Sure.
And being from Honduras, having a family 3 generations deep
Right.
in the country, going back to 1901, I began to become curious about things that were my hobbies.
Right.
I've been smoking cigars since I was 18 years old, so I began to kind of like scratch at the surface. And the more I learned, the more I learned, it became an addiction. Not nicotine addiction.
Right.
Let's be clear. Learning about cigars.
Right.
And also about coffee.
Yeah.
I can proudly say that we're making some of the best cigars, period.
Right.
And as far as coffee, my wife's family has been in the coffee business since 1933.
Wow.
If you look at a country like Honduras,
Yeah.
there's the largest coffee company in Honduras is called Café El Indio.
Right.
Her grandmother helped found that company. It's still around. 10.5 million people drinking that coffee for nearly 100 years because it's good.
Right.
So what we did was we took assets that were available to us, raw materials, coffee beans, tobacco as well, through different sources, family, friends, and we began to really carve out a brand.
Yeah.
And what you see is the Cafe 1901 brand
Okay.
is a composition of our passions and our family history. And
That's very interesting.
so everything has a purpose for us.
So, one of the things about your company is that, one, I love Honduran tobacco. That's the first
Wonderful,
thing. And
wonderful.
I definitely want to make sure that we get anything known
Excellent,
about your company
excellent.
as possible. So, talk to us about the lead up to building the BCA, just kind of quick, leading up to building the PCA, and also getting BCA Pavilion here at PCA.
Wow. So the Boutique Cigar Association started as a lobby group.
Yeah.
It elevated into a yearly festival, a boutique cigar festival, where only boutique cigar companies are allowed to be there, member companies. And then we started to, the pandemic hit. A lot of good and bad came out of the pandemic. The good was that it allowed us time to talk.
Sure.
The bad, of course, we lost people.
Yeah.
Everyone that I know has lost somebody that they know and love. So it's not like the pandemic's over, yay. The pandemic screwed us all.
Oh, yeah.
And now we're going through a recovery phase.
right.
And I think having gone through loss, it created a new family in the cigar industry, which
Absolutely.
is, we wanted to be together.
Yep.
We would talk during our free time with so many other boutique brands that we realized, hey, when we go to the PCA show, how cool would it be to have a place for all of us to be together? And we're even having conversations now about, hey, when we go to Germany at Intertabac,
Right.
how cool would it be to build a destination for all small family-owned businesses?
Sure.
Now, here's the thing, we only represent a micro segment.
Right.
We're a young association. The analogy I make, we're like a 7-year-old child. We haven't even hit puberty yet.
Right.
So the way we develop and the way we're going to build this is through influence from our friends in the media world, from retailers, from distributors. So what we're going to look like in 10 years, we have no idea what it's going to look like, but we need your participation to make that come true.
And we're going to do our best part to actually make this thing happen for you guys. If you guys know, Barrels
Yes.
and Leaves is all about boutique cigars. It's all about family being able to come together, sit down, smoke a cigar, and enjoy ourselves. So you guys, please make sure that you look up BCA, understand what the BCA is all
Yes.
about. If you guys are here in Vegas, come by the BCA Pavilion. See what's actually going on here. Understand what this family is actually trying to bring
Yes.
to the rest of the cigar world. So, Dr. Caffey, thank you
Thank you very much. It's an honor.
I appreciate the time.
I appreciate
And,
you very much,
you guys
Leo.
make sure to keep tuning in. BCA. Not only BCA.
Yes, I love it.
PCA.
I love it.
2023.
Thank you guys
See
very
you
much.
guys
It's
soon.
an honor.